Talking about here at the moment is on the Gold Coast, and this is everywhere in southeast Queensland and pretty much anywhere where you're playing really tropical environments or even link style courses where there's a lot of rough around the greens. The number one thing you always have to do is read the shot first, and the first thing means you've got to read the lie. And what that means is, what do I think this lie is going to allow me to do? It's the number one thing I think I see amateurs do all the time when I play with them in pro-ams, is that they have a distance that they've just seen on the cart, or they've looked at the markers or whatever. So it's 100 metres, 100 yards from the hole. That's my 9-iron. They grab that, stand up there and hit it, and it goes 50 metres. They go, oh, what's wrong with my swing and the whole lot? And I'm standing there going, man, there's no way you're going to get the club cleanly on the back of that ball to hit that thing 100 metres. I mean, I'm that much better as a pro, and I know I couldn't have done that. And it was purely because of the lie, right? So we're going to dive into this a little bit. So first and foremost, if you get a lie like this, you might have to come in really close here. Come and have a look at this one. You get a lie like this. This ball's sitting on short fairway, height grass. I can get cleanly this club, any one of these. So I've got a 5-wood here, I've got an 8-iron there, I've got a sand wedge there. I can get any one of those to hit that ball first, as long as I'm pretty good with my contact. Come down, hit the ball first. There's not going to be any grass between the ball and the club face, and I'm going to get a shot that's going to have a lot of backspin on it, because backspin is the biggest contributing factor to get the ball to go up in the air after the loft. So I'm going to be able to get a lot of backspin on that. The ball's going to rise up in the air, land softly on the green, or stop hopefully somewhere around it, something like that. The next type of lie, I would say, would be something like this, where it's sitting up in the rough, but it's got grass that as I come in with the club, it's likely going to, if I grab the 8-iron here, as it comes down to hit that ball, I can't come down steep enough with that club to avoid getting grass between the ball and the club face. So I look at that lie and go, okay, I can still probably hit any one of these clubs. It's going to hit the face all right. But what do you think is going to happen to the spin? Any ideas on that? Sorry?
It's just going to be flat.
Is it going to have as much spin or less?
Much less.
Much less spin. It's like tyres on the car.
Yeah.
When it gets wet, if you don't have grooves in the tyre in the car, you're going to lose friction. And then you're aquaplane. So golf clubs have grooves on them to help the grass go into the grooves, the ball hit the face, and it try and maintain spin. But that there is going to get a lot of grass between ball and club face, and the friction's going to drop. So the ball will actually spin less, which means it doesn't go up as much, and it will shoot out this one. This is the type of lie that I'd go, oh, this is going to fly. It's going to be a flyer lie, they call that. What that'll mean is if I hit 8-iron, for me, normally 140 odd metres, it could likely go about 160 out of this because of the lack of backspin. It'll hit the green right up the back, and then it'll just be bounding on all the way through. So that's a lie where you can still hit the shot, but you better factor in that this ball's going to go a long way further than normal, right? And then you get another lie. Now, I'll probably go something like this here. Now it's not sitting right down in the long grass here, but there is no way I'm getting that club to not have a whole big chunk of grass behind it, right? It's going to cause a lot of problems. Now, the big one here, though, is I've got a 5-wood, a sand wedge, and an 8-iron. If I've got a lie like that, one of the things I see happen all the time is people try and, I'm 200 metres away, I need a fairway club. That's how far away I am, but it's sitting in a lie like that. Now, the problem they've got is the fairway club, the 3-wood, the 5-wood, even the hybrid a lot of the time, doesn't have enough loft. And 3-irons, 4-irons as well. So what happens, the ball will be sitting and all this grass is here in between the ball and the target. And the more grass you have, the lower down this ball is, it's not getting through all that grass. So if it comes out on a low launch angle like this, it's going to get stuck in all the grass. And I'm pretty sure you guys have probably seen that. You pull out the fairway, here we go, whack, and the thing goes, look, and it goes 10 metres. It's purely, you've got great contact on it, but the grass has just grabbed the ball on the way out. We didn't have enough loft. So a lie like that, you need loft so that the ball will launch higher. It doesn't have as much grass to go through. So with a lie like that, this club is pretty much out of play. Can't get. If I want to progress it as far as I can down the fairway or close to the green, this is not going to do it. It's barely going to go 10, 20 metres on it. So you go something like an 8-iron or a 7-iron. So we put that one down. Now you get an even worse lie. You ready for this one? Who's seen this one? Yeah, so it's like, this is the one that we're getting on the course a lot at the moment because it's so soft and the grass is growing so long and they can't really mow at the moment because they'll just get mud everywhere and it won't be good. You're getting these balls that are like way down. So now I've got the choice between like an 8-iron and a sandwich here, and I'm looking at that like, well, that's out of the equation as well. I need as much loft as possible to dig down into that grass. Probably even going to have the club leaning forwards like this and really hacking down into that just to minimise the amount of grass between the ball and putt face, just so I can progress it. Right, you'll see this when you see this on the tour, on US Opens, because in US Opens they grow the rough just off the fairway like this long. And I remember seeing Fred Couples do this once 3 holes in a row, US Open. He's missed the fairway by like this far. He's walked up to the first one and he's like, oh, from the wedge, bang, hits it, 50 metres down the fairway, goes on the next hole. Same thing again, look at the wedge. The next hole, before he even got to the ball, he said to the caddy, give him a bloody wedge. He walked straight up and just like, like he was so pissed off about it. And so I saw him do that, and you go, that's just the way it is in a tournament like that. That's why it gets so hard. So the number one thing, we're going to practice this now. This is what practice looks like. This is golf, right? Yeah. If you're playing golf out here at the moment, you can learn this. So we're going to do this right now in training. I want you to give yourself pretty kind of decent lie with just a little bit of grass. Hit all 3 clubs in a fairway, a mid-iron, and a wedge. Then we're going to sit one down a little bit, do the same thing again. And then we're going to do that. But I still want you to hit all 3 clubs and just see what happens, right? So I want you to see the bad one, and then you go, oh, that's why that happens. Oh, right. And then you'll remember that later on. So, away we go.